Chapter 10 is about specific information systems within the organization. The chapter opening case is about information technology within General Motors Corporation. General Motors is transforming its IT operations and strategy toward insourcing. Insourcing is the practice of using an organization's own personnel or other resources to accomplish a task that was previously outsourced. General Motors decided insourcing was a better strategy because the company can deliver technology that is better aligned to its unique needs. General Motors created an enterprise data warehouse to smooth out its quality assurance process. Data warehouses are central repositories of integrated data from one or more disparate sources. They store current and historical data in one single place that are used for creating analytical reports for workers throughout the enterprise. GM's new service lane automation application is a type of TPS system. A transaction processing system, or TPS, divides work into individual, indivisible operations called transactions. A TPS supports transaction processing. Transactions are the building blocks of the work processes of an enterprise. It is the most simple unit of work. You may have heard of the term sales transaction, but transactions occur anytime an organization performs work. This section is about transaction processing systems, or a TPS. A TPS supports the monitoring, collection, storage, and processing of data from the organization's basic transactions, each of which generates data. TPS handle the vast majority of business operations. COBOL is the language used to create TPS because it is excellent at handling financial data. Batch processing is the running of jobs without end-user interaction, or can be scheduled to run as resources permit. A batch is multiple items, such as transactions. Online Transaction Processing, or OLTP, is database software designed to support transaction-related applications on the Internet. OLTP database systems are commonly used for order entry, financial transactions, customer relationship management, and retail sales via the Internet. Almost any business that has a large number of users who conduct short online transactions need an OLTP system. TPS are often populated with data from source data automation technologies such as barcode scanners. Source data automation is the process of collecting data at their point of origin in digital form. By allowing organizations to initially collect data in digital form, it eliminates much duplicated effort, delays in extra handling, and errors. Barcode scanners are an example of source data automation. Figure 10.1 shows that the correct way to conceive of TPS is that business events or transactions feed into an organizational database. So in other words, an organizational database contains a record representing transactions. TPSs are critical to the success of any enterprise because they support core operations. Your book describes information systems used in specific functional areas, such as accounting and finance. Accounting and finance systems include financial planning and budgeting, systems for management financial transactions, investment management, and control and auditing. Likewise, systems are used for marketing, for example, expense management automation. This is a type of system that automates the data entry and processing of travel and entertainment expenses. This is used by salespeople. Functional area information systems are also created for production and operations management. You may remember that in the chapter opening case, GM had a quality control initiative that was in production and operations. Information systems have been used heavily in materials management. MRP is Materials Requirement Planning. It's a planning process that integrates production, purchasing, and inventory management of interdependent items. MRP is a planning, production, and operation function. MRP II is an integrated information system that extends earlier MRP systems to include the integration of web-based data and other features. Other functional area information systems in production and operations management include inventory management. Your book contains a case. It's about business. The Lion King roars back. Yield management systems are best used in service industries to maximize revenue from fixed perishable resources such as hotel rooms or airline seats. Yield management tries to leverage selling all the available inventory and making the maximum profit possible. Yield management systems are also known as dynamic pricing. As I mentioned, quality control is another area. Our ongoing organizational learning discussion describes quality control initiatives extensively. Computer integrated manufacturing is an approach that integrates various automated factory systems. It is the manufacturing approach of using computers to control entire production processes. This integration of manufacturing components allows individual processes to exchange information with each other. Although manufacturing can be faster and less error-prone by the integration of computers, the main advantage is the ability to create automated manufacturing processes. We also use functional area information systems for human resources management. MSU's Banner system is an intranet that supports the interests of executive, faculty, and staff professionals. It allows us to inquire about payment, benefits, course management, parking, library checkouts, and other aspects involving employment within the university. Your book also describes various reporting mechanisms produced by information systems. For example, routine reports are produced at scheduled intervals. These were the earliest reports developed by information systems in business and are utilized heavily today. Key indicator reports summarize the performance of critical activities. Drill down reports display a greater level of detail. These are of primary interest to top executives. Comparative reports allow users to compare business objects such as departments, business units, locations, products, or employees. Exception reports include only information that falls outside certain threshold standards. These reports allow managers to quickly learn about extremely high or low performance, so action can be taken to benefit the organization. This type of chart has been around for a long time in business. It shows that specific information systems support certain functional areas, and each functional area involves work at the strategic, tactical, and operational levels of the organization. For example, the accounting function uses information systems for profitability planning at the strategic level, dealing with 3 to 5 year strategic planning window. Accounting uses payroll and other systems at the operational level, which deals with the immediate organizational concerns. Section 10.3 is about Enterprise Resource Planning Systems, or ERP. ERP is usually referred to as a category of business management software, typically a suite of integrated applications that an organization can use to collect, store, manage, and interpret data from many business activities using a single, centralized data repository. ERP software is a multi-billion-dollar industry, historically serving large businesses, but are increasingly serving small businesses more and more. ERP systems are an evolution of FAIS, or Functional Area Information Systems, which traditionally segregate the organizational data. When we segregate information in the organization, we don't allow information systems to talk to each other, and this is inefficient. ERP addresses the problem of information silos, or segregation, by integrating functional areas. It does this by using a centralized data repository. ERP originally only addressed internal business processes. For example, HR management remains a core ERP module. More recently, ERP has been concerned with business intelligence. This is an extended module for looking outward to the organization's environment. Table 10.2 shows various ERP modules. ERP II systems are an extension of ERP that exploit web-based capabilities. Your book also details benefits and limitations of ERP systems. For example, cost is a limitation of ERP. Also, they are known as inflexible. For these reasons, the risk of implementation failure is high among ERP systems. Your book discusses several approaches to ERP implementation. The best-of-breed approach to implementing ERP systems combines the benefits of the vanilla and customized systems. With the vanilla approach, implementation is quicker, but adaptation to the firm's specific processes is limited. The custom approach is when a company implements a more customized ERP system by developing new ERP functions designed specifically for that firm. Your book has a case, It's About Business. GEA Group has SAP for financial reporting. The GEA Group implemented an ERP system to address its reporting issues. The company used the popular ERP SAP to address its problems with accounting. After implementing in accounting, GEA Group management could decide if the implementation of further functional modules is warranted. Enterprise Application Integration, or EAI systems, integrate existing systems by providing software that connects multiple applications. EAI systems contain a collection of technologies and services which form middleware to enable integration of systems and applications across an enterprise. Figure 10.3 illustrates that ERP integrates the systems of various functional areas, but ERP II uses web-based technology to extend this integration to external stakeholders such as suppliers and customers. Section 10.4 is about how ERP supports business processes. For example, the procurement process. The procurement process originates in the warehouse department and ends in the accounting department. The fulfillment process involves customer requests and receiving payments. The production process originates and ends in the warehouse department, but involves other processes involved in production. From this description, you can see how different processes are intermingled with one another, and an integrated data source can be supportive. This can be more complex as these processes span across organizations. Your book calls these interorganizational processes. For example, supply chain management systems have the capability to place automatic requests to buy products from suppliers in real time. Customer relationship management systems also benefit businesses by generating forecasting analyses of product consumption based on critical variables such as geographical area, season, day of the week, and type of customer. The closing case emphasizes the use of IT by airlines to manage the process of rebooking passengers. The MassFlight platform offers a single source for operations data in real time for day of decision making and historic data for predictive analytics. For example, according to MassFlight, the winter of 2014 was the worst for flight operations since 2010. This concludes Chapter 10. Thank you.